Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle, and you're listening to the Mark World Order Podcast. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another match in our King of the Marks tournament number 2, the Mark Strike Back. We've got a very exciting match for you guys today. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce to you our competitors. Our first man coming in to us from Turlock, California, Jason Hastings. How's it going, Jason?
Not too bad. It's good to be introduced first, because that's how it should be. I'm glad you got that part right, man. and you always make sure that the best is first, and then you can introduce the recruits now.
And I apologize. I didn't even mention the best-looking everything. I should have plugged that as well.
Right? Yeah.
My bad. I'll do better. I'll do better next time, maybe.
No, it will be a guarantee next time. It's gonna be easy for tonight.
All right. And then your competitor tonight coming in from Fresno, California. He's a member of the ring crew, Dan, the Armbar Salazar. How's it going, Dan?
You know, he came out first, but the champ always comes out second. So that's how it goes. The champs always last. So.
All right, you guys. So I see you got a little bit of heat going to each other. That's good. That'll serve you well in this match. So what we'll do...
In the BLE face off, the ring crew always wins, so I think we're going to keep that trend up tonight.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, you guys actually have a little bit of a history in beef going, don't you?
Yeah, I'd say a little bit of beef.
Little BLE ring crew feud going on, so I think this will be a good venue for you guys to kind of let some of that anger out. So,
yeah, I think so.
So before we actually jump into this match, I'm going to go ahead and reveal what your guys' category is going to be. And unlike the last match we just had, which was featured on a specific person being Vince McMahon, I went with something a little bit more broad, something I thought would be actually pretty fun. Your guys' category for your mark-off is actually titled just promos. So what's going to happen? Promos. I'm going to read an excerpt from a promo. You have to tell me which wrestler gave that promo.
Wow, all right.
So there's some pretty distinct promos, very famous ones that you should be able to kind of knock out of the park on this. There's some that might be a little bit more tricky, but each one is distinct. There's no way you would get it confused. There's no way it could be two people, saying the same thing. So I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know what are your initial thoughts on the promos. You guys pretty strong in that category?
That's different. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a challenge.
Jason?
Yeah, this is going to be, I am the master of the promo, so it's going to be a little bit different to be challenged at remembering. And that's something that, when I came up in my early wrestling career, that was something that I studied, and that's something I study now, and I got to give credit where credit's due. I hate the ring crew. They're actually pretty damn good on the stick, so I think this might be a pretty competitive match tonight.
All right, sound good job. Way to sell the match. Good job. All right, so... what's going to happen now is I'll go ahead and explain the rules to round 1, and then after that we'll have Jason drop off the line because we decided beforehand that Dan is going to be answering the questions first, and then we'll bring Jason back on. So for everyone listening at home, in round 1 there are 10 questions. Each question is worth 1 point. Each competitor gets a chance to answer the 10 questions, and so that's why we have one drop off and then bring it back on later. If one of you guys or both of you guys, whatever, if you guys get all 10 questions correct, I have prepared a superfan bonus question that is also worth an extra 1 point that you could answer. That's if you get them all correct, though, all 10 of them. So have you guys understood the rules? Have I explained them?
Yes.
All right, then let's go ahead and have you drop off the line, Jason, and we'll give you a call back as soon as Dan's finished with this.
Okay, sounds good.
Later, loser.
All right, good luck, because you're going to need it, buddy.
All right, Dan, so while he's dropping off, do you want me to keep calling you Dan, or do you want me to call you Armbar, or are you trying to brand that at all?
Yeah, we'll go with Armbar.
Armbar? Okay, I'll start going from Armbar from now on. We got somebody in the Mark World Order, Aaron Perez. I don't know if you've ever really met or talked to him. I don't think you have. He gave himself the moniker the Total Package, and so now I just refer to him as Package. I think it's funny. Anyway, so Armbar, it's We'll go ahead and we've got your 10 questions here. I'm going to go ahead. So once again, with these promos, what's going to happen is I'm going to read to you an excerpt from a promo. You just have to tell me who gave that promo, which wrestler. All right.
All right.
All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round one.
Yeah.
Question number 1. I am the cream in the World Wrestling Federation, and there is no doubt about it. Yeah, you mean Gene Okerlund. You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
That would be Macho Man Randy Savage.
That is correct. For 1 point. Good start. Here we go. Moving on to question number 2. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Oh, man, that's one of my favorites right there. That's the late, great Rowdy Piper.
That is correct. Rowdy Piper. Like I said, there's some of these that are just so memorable and so, popular. You're not going to miss them. So here we go. On to number 3. I'm the styling, profiling, limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling, and dealing son of a gun.
I know you always do the woo after somebody gets it. Woo! Before I get it right. So that's the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, baby.
That is correct. Woo! Very good. Strong start. 3 for 3 right out of the gate. We're moving into question number 4. Here we go. Over the last few months, I've lost a lot of things. And one of the things I've lost is my smile.
I've always hated this guy. He's so loved, but I'm a Bret Hart guy. So, so I hate this guy. But that'd be Shawn Michaels.
That is correct. HBK, 4 points. Question number 5 now. You sit there and you thump your Bible and you say your prayers, and it didn't get you anywhere.
That's going to be the famous Stone Cold Steve Austin quote from King of the Ring.
That is correct. Woo! There you go. 5 for 5, knocking out. You're halfway to the super fan bonus question. What'd you say?
I just said halfway there. All right.
Halfway there. So let's see if it gets a little more challenging here. Question number 6 for 1 point. Life sucks and then you die.
Oh, man. You stumped me, man.
Oh, this is going to be the stumper, huh?
Yeah. Life sucks and then you die.
Just put those words into context. Who could fit that?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who would fit that quote. Man, that's a tough one.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think this is going to be my first L right here.
Oh, let's all right then. Just take another couple of 5 seconds and then just throw out your best guess.
Let's say Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It was actually Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon said that.
That sounds like a Vince McMahon quote.
It definitely does. So, all right. So, no superfan bonus question, but you're still got 5 out of 6. We're moving on to question 7. You're still going strong. You can finish this one with 9. I'm almost positive you'll be able to do that. So, here we go.
Let's hope so.
Question number 7. Hard times are when the auto workers are out of work and they tell them to go home, and hard times are when a man has worked at a job for 30 years. 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy.
That's another man gone too soon. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby.
Baby, that is correct, baby. All right, so 6 points. Moving on to question number 8. You people have been led to believe that mediocrity is excellence. Jericho. Oh, damn it. I blew it. I didn't pre-read it. Free point.
I'm going to guess Chris Jericho.
Oh, man. I feel like such an idiot here. And you'd think I would have stopped before I said that. So, free point. We'll make sure we let Jason know about that, too.
Okay.
So, give me 1 second here. Man, and this is I did this on the last tournament too, where I gave away one of the questions.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember doing that.
Oh man. Anyways, all right. So 7 out of 8. So moving on to question number 9. Almost like I need to what do you call that? Proofread it. So Here we go. Every man's heart one day beats its final beat. His lungs breathe their final breath. And if what that man did in his life makes the blood pulse through the body of others and makes them bleed deeper and believe in something larger than life, then his essence, his spirits will be immortalized.
not only was this his greatest promo, but this was his last promo. That's the Ultimate Warrior.
That is correct. Woo! Yeah, it was just kind of
died the next
day. It's so ironic and so just it was a really good promo too. It's just kind of crazy how timely it was.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got 8 points. We got one more question left in the first round. I'm just talking right now because I'm proofreading it, and I want to make sure that I didn't put the guy's name in it. So here we go. Question number 10 for 1 point. I'd like to think that maybe this company will be better off after Vince McMahon is dead. But the fact is, it's going to be taken over by his idiotic daughter and his doofus son-in-law and the rest of his stupid family.
Lots of people hate him, but he's still one of my favorites. That's CM Punk.
That is correct.
Woo!
Boom. 9 points in the first round. Good job. Yeah, I mean, maybe it would have been 8. I don't know if I hadn't blown that one, but but anyways, there you go. Good job. 9 out of 10. We'll go ahead now and bring Jason back on the line. Make sure we don't let him know how much you got, and I'll let him know about the extra question that I blew up. All right, so we've got Jason Hastings back on the line here. Why don't you go ahead real quick, Armbar, and kind of give Jason your thoughts on how the first round went for you and the quality of the questions or the difficulty of the questions.
Not too bad. There's a few that, as a wrestling fan, if you want to really call yourself King of the Marks, you got to know these. I mean, these are just like classics, but there's a few tough ones. There's a few that had me thinking.
Yep. And before we even jump into Jason's questions, I have to let you know, I actually accidentally revealed who one of the people was by accident because I didn't proofread my questions. So you're actually going to start off the round with 1 point without even have to answer a question. One of my quotes was a Jericho quote, and I didn't proofread it to see that, he says his own name in the actual quote. So I read it off by accident, and so I'm giving you and Dan both that point just to make sure it's fair. Does that sound good?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's more than fair. Sorry, I got a little answer that many questions right.
So I'll let you know how many he got right at the end of the round. But if you are ready, I am ready to go ahead and start reading off these questions for you.
Yep, I'm definitely ready. Let's do this.
All right, here we go. So question number 1. Once again, I'm reading the quote. You have to tell me who the wrestler is. I am the cream in the World Wrestling Federation. There is no doubt about it. Yeah, you mean Gene Okerlund. You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
That's a Macho Man, Randy Savage.
That is correct.
Woo!
So we got
cue
2.
Cue the woo noise in the background.
Yes.
You can go ahead and do it for me, Armbar.
Edit it in later.
All right, question number 2.
Let's go here.
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
That's Roddy Piper.
That is correct.
Woo!
You got 3 points now. Moving on to question number 3. I'm the styling, profiling, limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling, and dealing son of a gun.
That's the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
That is correct.
Woo!
All right. So moving on to question number 4. You've got 4 points. You're crushing it. Here we go. Over the last few months, I've lost a lot of things, and one of the things I've lost is my smile.
That's the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Correct.
Woo!
5 points. Moving on to question number 5. You sit there and you thump your Bible and you say your prayers, and it didn't get you anywhere. That is correct. 6 points. Very good. Halfway through the round, you were killing it. So here we go. Question number 6. Life sucks and then you die.
That's Mr. McMahon.
That is correct.
Woo!
7 points. Moving on to question number 7. Hard times are when the auto workers are out of work and they tell them go home. And hard times are when a man has worked at a job for 30 years. 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy.
That's the American Dream, baby. That's the rose, baby.
That is correct, baby. All right, 8 points. You are 2 away from hitting a perfect round and getting the Superfan bonus question. So question number 8, we're skipping because that's the one I blew. It was a Chris Jericho quote. Moving on to question number 9. Every man's heart one day beats its final beat. His lungs breathe their final breath. And if what that man did in his life makes the blood pulse through the body of others and makes them bleed deeper and believe something larger than life, then his essence, his spirit will be immortalized.
That's the Ultimate Warrior.
Correct. Woo! There we go. 9 points. Moving on to the final question here. Let's see if you make it into the Superfan bonus question. Here we go. I'd like to think that maybe this company will be better off after Vince McMahon is dead. But the fact
That's maybe CM Punk.
that is correct. Woo! Good job. 10 for 10. Or, I mean, with the bonus question, but I'm guessing you probably would have guessed Jericho anyways. But good job. So 10 points in the first round. I'm going to ask you this bonus question in a second. Do you want to know how much Mr. Armbar got, though?
I think he probably swept the board, too, and went 10 for 10.
He's giving you a lot of credit, Armbar. He actually got 9. He missed 1.
Oh, I'm shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually shocked.
He missed the Vince McMahon quote got him.
Oh, so that one's like stuck in my head for it's always. I always say that all the time. Like it's a horrible thing to say, but I really say it too much. I do the McMahon voice. Yeah.
All right, here we go. So here's the bonus question for round 1. So Dan, you're not going to want to say anything, even if you know it, because it's just for Jason. So here we go. It's another quote. Trust me, I don't want to be doing this any more than you guys want me to be doing this. But the truth is, I've been wrestling since I was 18 years old. And within the first 5 months of my wrestling career, I'd already had 3 concussions.
Trust me. I want to, like, the trust me thing is making me, like, feel like I'm leaning towards Jake the Snake Roberts, but I really am not confident with that. So I'm going to think about that again. Trust me. I've been wrestling since I was 18. I feel like he started a little younger than that, but I could be talking myself out of this. But concussions was something that really wasn't brought up very much, I feel like, in the 90s. I'm going to go on just a hunch and say Daniel Bryan.
That is correct. Good job. Nails the bonus question. So at the end of round 1, we actually have Jason Hastings with 11 points. Armbar Salazar with 9. Still very much in this match. Very much in it. And especially with the following 2 rounds that we have, trust me, anything can happen. So let me go ahead and explain the rules to round 2, since this is a new round in this King of the Marks tournament. So each of you are going to, there's 2 questions. Jason, you're going to get to choose which question you want to answer because you're winning. And in each of these questions, there are multiple answers. You're going to get up to 5 guesses to get, and each guess is worth 1 point. So you could potentially earn 5 points in round 2 off of just your 1 question. Does this make sense how I've explained it?
Yes.
Yep.
So each question has a possibility of 5 or more answers. You just need to give me 5 correct answers, and you get 5 guesses. And actually, what I'm doing this time is I am placing a 90-second time limit on this round because I feel like the last one went way too long.
Okay.
So give me a second. I got my stopwatch. So out of question A or B, Jason, which one would you like to answer?
B.
You're going to go with B. Okay.
Yep.
So here we go. We're going to do your question first, Jason.
Okay.
And your question is, this one's actually not a promo I'm reading. It's an actual question. The Miz is considered by many to be one of the best talkers on the mic. And, definitely in this time, if not, throughout WWE history. So I need you to name 5 people that the Miz has defeated to win the Intercontinental title.
Shit. And Miz is one of my guys too, and I'm going to struggle. Okay, so let's see here. I want to say Kofi Kingston.
That is incorrect.
Oh, well, there am I already out?
No, you get 4 more guesses.
Okay.
Yeah. So keep trying to throw out names that you think that he defeated to win the Intercontinental title.
I'm gonna get so much shit for this.
There's more. There's more.
On the Miz.
There's
But
more than 5.
I feel
just
like
so you know.
Kofi's like won the Intercontinental title a bajillion times. So I just figured he would be one of them. Okay, so let's see here. Who?
And of course, I forgot to stop my timer.
Rollins, and he beat Ziggler. And then who was before Ziggler? I'm trying to think. I know because Mrs. had it not too long ago.
Uh-huh.
Fuck. Okay. I this one I'm struggling with. I'm like Miz. Man. I'm trying to think of like baby faces that held the IC title. And he's what, like a 9-time champion, 8-time champion, something like that?
He is an 8-time champion. That is correct.
Yeah, so crap. This is.
You've already burned through 30 seconds, my friend. You gotta start throwing some names out there.
I'm like, so I don't know. Fuck. Wade Barrett. I don't know.
That is correct. Barrett's one of them. Good job. You got three more guesses.
Let's see. God, I can't believe I'm blanking out so bad on this one. The Barrett. I want to say Chris Jericho.
That is incorrect. You got 2 more guesses, 30 more seconds.
R-Truth.
That is incorrect as well.
Oh my God. So I'm like, let's see. Oh man, damn it! I'm like blanking on so many IC title guys right now. Ziggler.
That is correct. There you go. So you got. Let me go ahead and stop the timer. You got 2 out of 5 possible points. So I'm going to go ahead and add those to your total right now. So that puts you at 13. And
damn, that was tough.
Just in case you want to know, you got Dolphin and Wade Barrett. The ones you missed are Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Zack Ryder, and Christian.
Oh yeah, see, I thought about Shield, but I thought he'd beat Rollins, so I was like, but I didn't even think about it.
And that was the one that he hasn't.
Or Reigns.
Yep. All right, so don't worry, you're at 13. In order for Dan to take the lead, he's got to answer all of these correctly. So.
Okay.
Ooh, man.
Oh, sorry, I keep saying Dan. Armbar. So you've got. Go ahead.
No, I said that's okay. You can call me Dan.
Okay, so here we go. Don't worry, I'll get Armbar. Here we go. You got question A. So here we go. Your question is, keeping on the theme of wrestlers who are known for their mic skills, this one has to do with probably one of the greatest of all time, The Rock.
Oh,
so
wow.
I need you to name 5 guys who have beat The Rock for the WWF or WWE championship. They beat The Rock to earn. So basically, they took the title off of him.
Okay.
I need you to name 5 guys.
Okay. I'll start off with Mankind, Mick Foley.
That is correct.
Woo! Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That is also correct.
Woo!
3 more guesses.
John Cena.
John Cena is correct.
Woo!
Got 2 more guesses.
Triple H.
Triple H is correct.
Woo!
Oh, man. He might do it.
And, oh, man, this is tough. Oh, gosh. I'm running through, like, all the WrestleManias right now.
Well, you've got 30 seconds left now.
The Big Show.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. So that was a really good round. You got four points added onto your leave, so that puts you at 1, 2, 3, 4. That's you tied. You guys, gosh dang it. So you guys are tied at 13. The 2 that you missed were Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar.
Brock beat him at SummerSlam.
Yep. So those are the 2 you missed, but you nailed 4 of them. You knocked around 2 out of the park. So good job. We've got a tie situation on our hands. I wasn't anticipating for this per se. What we can do actually, do you want me just to label the bottle cap again and just flip that?
Nah, we need a question.
It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do.
No, I don't have any other questions prepared. So what I'm going to do is to decide, and this is just to decide who gets to pick their questions. You know what I mean?
Go first, right?
So I'm just going to flip the cap. Once again, if it's the open side up, Dan, that's for you getting to pick your questions. If it's the cap is facing upwards, then that's going to be for you. Okay, Jason?
Okay, that's good.
Super high tech here. We don't even have a coin. Here we go. Jason, you get to pick.
Okay.
The lid is down. So here we go. So you have I'm going to go ahead and explain real quickly round 3. What's going to happen is there's 10 questions once again. We're going to divide the questions equally between the two competitors. The way we're going to do that is, since Jason won the coin toss, is what I'm referring to it as, you're going to pick 5 of the questions, and whatever 5 are left are going to be for Armbar. And now Armbar, the way, and the order in which you pick your questions, Jason, they're going to correlate to a point value. So the first one you pick is worth 1, the second's worth 2, the third's worth 3, and then so forth. And what's going to happen with your questions, Armbar, is that we're going to start with the lowest number as your 1 question, then the next one highest as your 2nd point question, the next one highest as your 3 point, and then so forth as well. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, perfect. Jason, do you understand the rules as well as I've explained them?
Yep.
All right, so then at this point, we're just going to go to whoever has the most points at the end, or until somebody runs out of questions and there's no way they can come back, okay?
All right.
Good.
All right, so let's go ahead and start round 3. Jason, go ahead and select between 1 and 10. Select 5 numbers.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
You guys make this easy for me. So you get 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Okay, Armbar?
Sounds good.
All right, so since we'll go ahead and start with you again, Jason, since you got to pick your questions. So we're tied at 13. So we're going to start with your 1 point question. You selected question number 2. And once again, now we're going back to promo. So I'm going to read you the promo. You got to let me know who gave it, okay?
Okay, got it.
All right, so here we go. Number 2. Jimmy, there's plenty of good reasons to hate me. I just don't want people to hate me for untruths and partial truths and rumors. You see, when I was a kid, I played cowboys and Indians. Now, who were the good guys? The cowboys coming over the hill to rape, pillage innocent women and children? I was always the Indian kid in that. I always stood for the underdog. If it makes me a bad person standing up for what I believe in, then I guess you got me dead to right. I'm a bad man.
Oh, you said Jimmy as the first in the beginning?
Yes, Jimmy.
So it's obviously somebody referencing to Jimmy Hart. Dead to rights. This is gonna be a complete shot in the dark. Jesse the Body Ventura.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Yeah, I don't know.
You let the Jimmy throw you off because there's also a famous guy named Jim Ross. And this was actually Mankind. Cutting his, he had a famous interview.
He gave him the mandible claw.
I don't know if it was in that same segment. Maybe it was, but yeah, definitely they were doing this interview reveal all Mankind at the time, and this was his opening statement.
Yeah, now I remember it. Damn it!
It's actually really good. I wish they did more things like that in the WWE now to kind of build a little more character development, more backstage. Anyways, we'll not get into that.
So for another show.
Yeah, another show, another time. So we're gonna move on to your 2 point question, Jason. We're gonna keep going until you get one right. All right. So question number 4. As far as I'm concerned, all this crap in the ring represents the fans out here. For 2 years, brother, for 2 years, I held my head high. I did everything for the charities. I did everything for the kids. And the recognition I got when I came out here, you fans can suck it.
Yeah, that's Hogan. Hogan when he went turning the NWO.
That is correct for 2 points. That puts you at 15. You are now in the lead, so we're going to go ahead now and move over to you, Armbar, to start answering your questions. Starting with your 1 point question, which is also question number 1. So here we go. Well, why don't you quit? Why don't you quit and go to the bingo halls with your indie friends?
Oh, man. Man, that's tough. Trying to think. That had to have been said to an ECW guy.
I appreciate you guys reasoning out loud too. It eliminates the dead air.
Let me see here. I'm gonna guess Jerry the King Lawler.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
I would have got that wrong too. That's exactly who I was thinking.
You were thinking Jerry the King Lawler too?
I was thinking
Yeah,
Jerry the
cutting
King
promos
Lawler
on
too.
Tommy Dreamer,
Well, then, Jason, maybe you're not as big of a Miz fan as you say you are, because that was the top of the or that was during Miz's rant on Talking Smack with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. When he like Daniel Bryan walked off the set.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, when that was like the start of the Mizaissance. He just went off
good
on
on the Miz things.
him. All right. So that's okay. You missed that question. We still got plenty left, Dan. We're moving on to your, Armbar. We're moving on to your 2-point question, which is question number 3. Give me a second here. All right, here we go. Oh, dear God. You see, my name's Billy, and I just won King of the Ring, but there's one problem. Everybody still thinks that I absolutely suck.
I'm pretty sure that was The Rock.
That is correct for 2 points. Good job. You've caught up now. It's tied again, 15-15.
Yeah.
You guys are neck and neck. This is ridiculous. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to stick with you, Armbar, to keep answering these questions until you actually retake the lead. So we're going to move on to your 3-point question, which is number 5. And here we go. I earned this championship. And no matter how many red carpets you guys want to walk in, your $4,000 ridiculous heels, you will never be able to lace up my Chuck Taylors.
That would be one of my favorite wrestlers' wives, AJ Lee, talking to the Bella Twins.
That is correct for 3 points. That puts you at 18 points, Armbar. So we're moving back over to you, Jason, to start answering what is your 3-point question. Question number 6. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. I am sick of sports entertainment. And most of all, I am sick of you fans who actually buy into that crap. This sports entertainment circus. I never needed this job, and I don't want this job anymore. I quit.
That was Joey Styles.
That is correct. Oh my gosh. 18-18. You guys are going crazy. So here we go. We're going to stick with you, Jason, until you take the lead. We're going to move on to your 4-point question, which is question number 8. Here we go. Michael Cole has an anonymous fetish with Justin Bieber and has the word "The Miz" manscaped right below his belly button. Me? Look at me. I look like the crazy sex child of the Incredible Hulk and Grimace.
I believe that was John Cena.
That is correct for 4 points. So that puts you at 22.
Oh, man.
Yep. And so we're moving back over to you, Armbar, for your 4-point question.
It's getting intense.
It is. It's going to come down to the last one, I have a feeling. So here we go. Question number 7 for 4 points. Here you go. I'm sorry, this is a little bit of a long one, but it is worth it.
Okay.
Here we go. And I hope I don't trip all over the words here. Here we go. You know, they say that all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Samoa Joe and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go 1-on-1 with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. Then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down.
You're about 2-3 words in, and I knew who it was, but I wanted to hear you keep saying it.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
That is correct. So 22. Steiner math, yeah. And I didn't even want to do the rest of it because that was about halfway through what I have written here. So
I thought you were going to go all the way.
I was going to go all the way, but I was seeing a lot of names, and I was afraid that he was going to throw his name in, and I didn't want to blow this. So I just stopped. All right, so 22-22. Armbar, we're going to your last question. I did prepare a tiebreaker should we need it, but here we go. Your 5-point question is question number 9. Here we go. For 5 points. I am well versed in all facets of the multiverse. I have studied at the Library of Alexandria, battled alongside Genghis Khan, danced with Cleopatra, held symposiums with Plato, and meditated atop the Great Pyramid of Giza.
The Great Pyramid of Giza.
Yeah.
broken Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy.
That is correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts you at 27.
Good stuff.
So, Jason, it comes down to your last question. You have to get this right to push it to a tiebreaker question.
Holy smokes. Pressure's on.
It's coming down to this question, potentially a tiebreaker, but here we go. You have to get this right. Your 5-point question is question number 10. Here we go. In our dreams, we can fix everything. We dream of revenge. We dream of payback. Just like that man. Just like that, we wake up, and that's when reality starts to set in. That's when we go to the mirror and we look into it and remember that we are not superheroes and that we cannot fix everything.
Oh, man.
Is that one stumping you?
One more time. Let me. I'm trying to visualize this in my head, and I honestly have no fucking clue.
Oh, no. Here we go. In our dreams, we can fix everything. We dream of revenge. We dream of payback. Just like that man. Just like that, we wake up, and that's when reality starts to set in. That's when we go to the mirror and we look into it and remember that we are not superheroes and that we cannot fix everything.
I literally have no clues. I'm literally just going to throw a shot in the dark and say it's John Cena.
And your winners, ladies and gentlemen, Armbar Salazar. I'm sorry, Jason.
And I didn't get that question because I did not know the answer to that either.
Oh,
Yeah,
you didn't know that either?
No clue.
So, he's the Eater of Worlds.
Oh,
It
my
is
God.
Bray Wyatt. And Jason, I'm sorry.
I'm embarrassed.
You have, and you picked the question too. It wasn't even like you had the leftovers like Armbar over here. So there you go. You have it. Armbar, you won the match 27-22. Congratulations. You'll be moving on to the next round in the King of the Marks tournament number 2. Go ahead. Is there anything you'd like to say about your victory today?
It was a hard-fought contest, but just like every other battle, in the end, the ring crew beats BLE.
Jason, retort. I know you're not going to take that.
Yeah, I admit that I got people that I should have known. I didn't know, especially Bray Wyatt. Given my given that I named my son after him, so it should be pretty embarrassing to say the least. But hey, I the one thing about the BLE, even though we are some cocky, arrogant SOBs, when we lose, we admit defeat. Well, I do at least, not Trip. But, there's still one of the BLEs left in this tournament. I tip my hat to the ring crew. I lost. I hate it. I hate admitting it, but it will forever be in the record books and etched in stone in audio form that I lost at the last question. It was a hard-fought contest. I'm very happy with it. I know I'm going to get a lot of crap now from old Fresno kids. He finally won a match, but I'll take the loss of pride. It came down to the very last question.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and you guys, 22 points, 27 points, that's a lot. That's one of the high. I think this might be the highest scoring match we've ever had. So it's not like, people were missing tons of questions either. So you had very little room for error in this match. So, and it's crazy because at the end of round 1, not that you had a tremendous lead, but, traditionally whoever's leading round 1 goes on to win the rest of the match. So that's impressive that Armbar, you're able to come back and actually pull out the victory. So congratulations again. This was a great match. Why don't we go ahead and close it out? We'll have Armbar, go ahead, plug yourself, plug the crew, let everyone know who's listening where they can find you guys on social media and anything you got coming up.
Yeah, man, definitely. As you guys know, Davey Dangerously was all over that last King of the Marks tournament, so you heard our plugs. So we're at The Ring Crew on every social media. You can look us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We have brownbutterwrestling.com. We have our shirts on there. Look us up on YouTube. We got our show that we put out. We try to put out, pretty often, but, sometimes our life gets in the way.
Yeah, I totally get that.
But yeah, definitely follow us on all forms of social media. Keep up with what we're doing. Davey does his ring announcing, so he's all over the place. We will be October 28th in Hilmar. I'll let Jason tell you a little bit more about that, but Hilmar is going to be a great show on October 28th. And then we're always at Best of the West as well. So yeah, come up, say hi, and
buy a shirt,
yeah,
right? All
buy
right.
a shirt.
Yeah. So thank you. And then Jason, go ahead. Once again, let the Marks know where they can find you on the social media sphere, and then go ahead and plug anything else you got coming up as well, because I know you guys got a big show coming up.
Yep, social media, Jason Hastings, CWA on Instagram, Facebook, Jason Hastings, California Wrestling Association on Facebook. Pretty easy to find us. Well over 1,000 likes now, so thank you guys.
Oh, shoot.
October 28th, you'll definitely see us. It'll be one of the most interesting matches probably I think I've ever been a part of, where it's Team BLE versus Team Ring Crew in a 6-man tag. They will be at ringside, the other 2 members of the crew.
Oh, wow.
But they are actually supposed to be handcuffed to the ring, so they can't actually get involved since they've actually attacked us more than once. So thank God that they'll actually be handcuffed this time, because they deserve that. And yeah, buy our merch where we sell shirts at the shows, and then a couple tables down, Ring Crew sells their stuff too. But we don't worry about them. But other than that, it hurts, and it's a bitter pill to swallow. But I got to say, the better man won tonight.
Oh.
That's right. And the better team win on October 28th.
Right.
One's trying to be gracious.
Raised, we will agree with that.
So I want to thank you guys again for doing this. It was a great match. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to be part of the tournament. For the rest of the Marks listening, go ahead and make sure to follow the podcast on our social media pages at MWO4Life on Twitter and Instagram. Go ahead, like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and keep listening to the podcast, sharing it with your friends, sharing our YouTube channel with your friends as well. We really appreciate it. So once again, you guys, thanks for doing this match. Thank you to all the Marks for listening. And we appreciate you guys, as always, marking out with us, and we will see you again real soon. Have a good one.